Anywhere you are, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Today we will discuss something that defines achievement, creates character, and decides whether you lead a meaningful life or one of regret. Something that sits at the very core of everything great in life. Today we will explore closely the potent and transforming concept known as no risk, no story. In what sense does that translate? It's really straightforward. Every great life, every story worth telling, every myth, every triumph, every success, you name it, was founded on a basis of risk. Greatness accomplished by those who left their mark on our planet did not come from following rules. Walking the well-traveled road did not bring them where they are. They took a chance. Usually everything. What then? There is no narrative worth sharing that does not include challenging oneself outside of comfort. Let us first cover the foundations. Many of us have been trained to look for protection. We are advised to follow the status quo, to color inside the lines, to keep inside the boundaries of what is known. For what purpose? Because we are terrified. We worry about the unknown, about rejection, about loss, about failing. Let me pose this to you. Actually, what is safety? The so-called safe route could lead to a nice life. It will not, however, give a life of passion, direction, or fulfillment. It will not present a narrative worth sharing. And one day, years down the road, when you reflect on your life, you will see that doing nothing constituted the biggest risk you ever took. Playing it safe is, in fact, the most risky game available. Why? Because mediocrity is bred in safety, and the quiet assassin of aspirations is mediocrity. Mediocrity is your potential slowly suffocating under influence. Mediocrity is the weight keeping you from flying when you were supposed to. The truth is that standing stagnant offers no safety. The planet is always shifting, developing, progressing. You are truly behind if you are standing still. Risk is not the foe here. It is the gateway to possibility, development, to all that gives life worth living. Just consider it for a minute. Every tale you have ever found inspiring, every hero you have respected, every success story you have sought out, all started with a risk. None of it happened by staying comfortable. Steve Jobs losing his career to create Apple, Elon Musk staking everything on SpaceX and Tesla, or Serena Williams battling her way to the top of the tennis world. Do you suppose these folks never felt afraid? Naturally they did. They were not stopped, though, by it. Their drive came from terror. They realized that pursuing their aspirations carried a significantly lower risk than remaining comfortable. You open yourself to the possibility of leading a life most people only dream of if you're ready to venture into the unknown. Welcome uncertainty. Take chances others avoid. You allow yourself the opportunity to create a timeless, storytelling narrative that will inspire others. The process includes failure as inevitable. Let us now really get right on. Taking chances guarantees that something will fail. The thing about failure, though, is that it does not mark the end. That is simply a stop on the road. Any successful person, any leader, any innovator, you will find a path of mistakes following after them. Before developing the light bulb, Thomas Edison famously failed more than 1,000 times. Over his career, Michael Jordan missed roughly 300 games and missed more than 9,000 shots. I succeed since I have failed over and over again in my life, he remarked. Not anything to worry about is failure. One should take lessons from this. One has to develop with this. A necessary step toward success is failure. And without it, you would not know your own capacity. If you are not failing, you are not trying sufficiently. Should you not be experiencing obstacles, you are not challenging yourself. You are not exposing yourself if you are not feeling the sting of rejection. Remember, from the ashes of failure, the best accomplishments originate. Everybody knows too well the comfort zone. It is predictable, safe, and comfortable. And it is a trap as well. Staying in your comfort zone could seem to be the road to happiness. But let me assure you, never will staying in your comfort zone bring fulfillment. It never will result in brilliance. It will never result in a life you will be happy with. What then? For nothing grows in the comfort zone. Not your life, not your attitude, nor your aptitudes. Dreams eventually die in the comfort zone. The comfort zone is where you start to settle for good enough, when you were supposed to be outstanding. The good news is, though, that growth starts where the comfort zone finishes. Growing occurs when you venture into the future, when you challenge yourself beyond your presumed capacity, when you take a risk. You are not willing to grow if you are not ready to take chances. And you're not truly alive if you're not ready to grow. Everything you have ever wanted is on the other side of fear, is a common adage. Now consider that for a moment. Everything, your dreams, your objectives, your success, your happiness, is on the other side of fear. One does not run from fear. One should aim at this. A compass, fear guides you to where you should be. It's a clue that you are going to enter something significant, noteworthy. When you are afraid, you are about to grow. You are about to engage in something that will push you, stretch you, and finally change you. So don't run from your fear. Please embrace it. Investigate it as a tool. Let it forward you instead of dragging you back. Recall, approaching fear squarely is the only way to overcome it. Not the absence of fear is courage. Courage is realizing the fear and doing regardless. Even in cases when one is unsure of what will happen, courage is involving a risk. Courage is walking into the future knowing you will find it out whatever. The truth is, though, you do not have to be fearless to venture new directions. You only have to be ready to act against the anxiety. Not always are the people who reach brilliance more courageous than you or me. Even under fear, they are merely ready to act. Even in cases when success is not certain, they are ready to take chances. Though they might fail, they are ready to put themselves out there. For a moment, let us reverse the script. We have been discussing the dangers of pushing past comfort, of running chances, of daring to fail. But one issue you might not have given any thought is, how dangerous is it to not take chances? Ignoring your dreams runs the danger of you never realizing them. Ignoring the need of trying runs the danger of never knowing your own capabilities. Staying in your comfort zone runs the danger of never developing, never changing, never becoming into the person you were supposed to be. Not taking any risks at all represents the biggest risk one may run in life. Ignoring risks runs the danger of leading a regretful life. You run the danger of waking up one day, years from now, and finding you missed your target because you were too terrified. You run the danger looking back on your life and asking, what if? And let me say, regret is considerably worse than failing. How thus can one cultivate the attitude of a risk-taker? How may one learn to welcome risk instead of running from it? It begins with change of viewpoint. First of all, know that taking chances does not equate to carelessness. It implies being ready to enter the future with intention, goal, and a readiness to grow learning in mind. It implies realizing that a vital aspect of the process is failure. It is not the adversary. Second, get yourself ready to view obstacles as chances. Every challenge presents a chance for personal development and learning. You learn to welcome rather than dread dangers when you start to perceive them as opportunities to widen your horizons. And last, surround yourself with those who inspire you to venture forth. Surround yourself with people who see your potential, who inspire you to be your best, who test you to venture beyond of your comfort zone. The people you hang with will either pull you down or raise you. Make good decisions. The finest part is right here now. The joy of life is that your own tale is being written. The type of life you wish to lead is yours to choose. You may choose the risks you will take, the aspirations you will follow, and the legacy you will leave behind. You will have to take chances, though, if you wish your life to inspire others, if you want your tale to be remarkable, if you want to reach excellence. You will be facing anxiety. You will have to move outside your comfort zone. And when you do, you will find something rather amazing. You will find that the bravery you show defines you rather than the hazards you run across. The times when you felt most vulnerable will turn out to be the ones that helped you to become the person you were supposed to be. Let me therefore leave you with this: no risk, no narrative. You have to be ready to take chances if you wish to lead a life worth discussing. One full of meaning, purpose, and passion. You have to be ready to embrace failure, to enter the unknown, to confront anxiety squarely. Right now, your narrative is being written. Kind of narrative you like it to be? Do you wish it to be a narrative of bravery, of progress, of success, or one of safety and mediocrity? The decision rests with you. Remember, nonetheless, with no risk, no story exists. Go out there and create a worthy narrative.